Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline and in today's video I'm gonna be unboxing my Chanel Desert Dream Spring 2020 collection. Yes, but before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider to subscribe to my channel and ring the post notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see the Spring 2020 Chanel collection and application of the products, swatches, comparisons with Tom Ford, other Chanel products, and Pat McGrath, then just keep on watching. This collection came really soon to us. So Chanel on December 16th decided to drop their Spring 2020 collection, and guess who got it? Yes, me. I got it right here. I couldn't resist. December 17th was my birthday and I said, why not? Let me treat myself to a birthday present, although it's not that I need it, right? But this collection spoke to me. It's just so beautiful, but so soon too. We're here during the holidays. We have not gone through Christmas or New Year's, and we are seeing many brands dropping off, you know, a little bit sneak peeks of spring, but not dropping the full bomb right on December. But Chanel decided to do it. It's like, well, might as well. Right now people are shopping, so here it is, our Spring 2020 collection, and it's called Desert Dream, where Lucia Pica got inspired from a desert in Africa called the Desert of Namib. And when you see the mood board for this collection and you see the Polaroid pictures of the actual desert, you will realize the warmth of the desert and all the mauvey pink tones that this desert has. I mean, all those kind of like crystal and dusty, and again dusty pink, dusty mauves, which are colors that if you have been following me, you know that I love. So let's unbox Chanel. If you have never ordered from Chanel, it just comes so beautifully wrapped. So when you open it up, you have this seal right here of Chanel. I mean, just everything is just so elegantly packed. Oh, just gorgeous. So first thing that I got in this collection, it is one of the eyeshadow quads in 354 Warm Memories. The box is black, very cohesive with the line, and then right here is all gold. Now this eyeshadow quad, it will be good for 18 months. It's made in Italy, and it also comes with 2 grams of product or 0.07 ounces of product, which is normal for Chanel. And the quad comes in a velvet pouch as per usual, all black. It has the Chanel logo right here, and then it has 2 applicators. And I also want to show you that the logo on this quad is white. I just love the colors. I don't know if you're able to see in camera or not, but these are all mauvey tones, and this one right here is a beautiful coral peach bronze stone that is just stunning. And this little quad costs $62. So the highlighter is called Eclat du Desert. It's an illuminating powder. It comes with 11 grams of product or 0.38 ounces of product, and it's actually made in France. And the shelf life of this highlighter is 18 months. Again, it comes in the little velvet pouch. Now for the highlighter, it comes with a little brush. Now the brush has the logo right here in gold, and the highlighter logo is also in gold. You can see it is embossed with the desert, kind of like, what do you call it, like a dune. And then at the bottom says Chanel. And then this highlighter costs $70. And now here's the Balm Essential. This is in Golden Light. It comes with 8 grams or 0.28 ounces of product. It is made in Italy. It has 18 months of shelf life. Here's the packaging. Outer is black, bottom right here is gold. And then here it is when I take it out, is completely black. Top has the Chanel logo. So this is the shade right here. It looks a little bit bronzy. And the cost of this is $45. Here we have another lipstick. This is the Rouge Allure 191 in Rouge Brillant. So here's the outer packaging, black, again gold on the sides. And this lipstick is made in France, 18 months of shelf life as well. The cost of this lipstick is $38. And then here we go, there's the case, nice black and gold on the top with a logo Chanel. And then you press it right here to open it up. I think this is a really nice warm tone, a little bit surprising for me because I see a lot of mauvey tones on the eyeshadow palette, but I think the matte lipstick on this collection is the one that pulls more rosy or mauvey tone. Last item that I pick up is the Ombre Premier Lac in Quartz Rose 26, and this is a metallic liquid eyeshadow. The box is black and the bottom part is again gold. It says right here that comes with 6 ml or 0.20 fluid ounces. It's made in France. It has a shelf life of 6 months and it costs $36. And say in comparison with one of the most popular liquid eyeshadow brands, I think is Stila. This right here comes with a total of 4.5 ml. This one comes with 6 ml, so you get more product right here on the Chanel. Although it looks way smaller, the packaging of Stila is just a little bit more. I mean, there's a lot of kind of like dead space in between of the tube, and that's what it makes it seem a little bit bigger, but in quantity you're getting more with Chanel. Okay, so we are close right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and try this Golden Light Balm Essential, and here you go again, and let's just give it a quick swatch. Okay, so at the beginning I thought this could be kind of like a bronzer type of a stick, but as you can tell, it barely has a little bit of hint of color. I mean, there's some kind of bronze color in there, but it's not enough. And in fact, if you just like kind of rub it in, it just leaves a very slight sheen to the skin. So I'm just gonna put it right here on the sides. It's very warm tone. Just gonna use Sonia G Sculpt 4 brush. As you can see, it gave me a little bit more luminosity, and I didn't set my makeup in purpose today. So as you can tell, this just gives this wet skin looking like finish. And since I have you here, I'm gonna go ahead and compare it with 2 other balms that I have from Tom Ford. So here's the one from Chanel, and then I have here a glow stick, and this is in Eau-de Megèche. This is from his latest Soleil collection. So that's the highlighter. And I also have here the Glow Stick Sunstruck 01. This was a present from a subscriber, and this was launched, if I'm not mistaken, last year. So here it is on the highlighter side, and then just pass it a few times. As you can tell, this is a little bit more on the bronzy side. This one has kind of like a pink shift to it, but I think this will give you an idea. Now, if you have a very fair skin tone, this Balm by Chanel may work as a very light bronzy tone, but after blending it, it actually just gives kind of like, again, a wet look sheen to the skin with a warmth to it. Okay, and now let's go into the highlighter. I love the imprint of the desert. So gorgeous. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch it. Okay, it feels very powdery. I don't know if you're able to see right there. Do you see how powdery it got? And I didn't press hard. It has a very beautiful pink mauvey type of sheen to it. And I do have right here the Holiday Metal Peach Eclat Magnifique highlighter, which is this one right here. And now this one is not as powdery. So let me just swatch it down here. So as you can tell, this has more peach to it, and this one has more of that mauve dusty pink undertone to it. I also have here the new Duo de Camellias from Chanel, but it's a different story. I mean, as you can tell from the pan, this is warmer, this is very pearly tone, and it's also a different type of formulation. And I'm very intrigued why Chanel is coming with all these different formulas. It's just hard to keep track of their highlighters because the Duo de Camellias is super soft, while the Eclat Magnifique, the Metal Peach, is very hard to pick up. And this one right here seems to be very powdery. Okay, who knows? Okay, so let me just go ahead and grab a little bit of this. Ooh, we pick up a lot, so you need to be very careful with this highlighter. And let's see. Okay. This is definitely not a beaming highlighter. It's very soft. Okay, and now let's go into the eyeshadow quad. Again, this is Warm Memories. Oh, look at this shade right here. Let me just swatch this one again. Let me just clean my finger. It's just so beautiful, but the swatch was so little. Sorry. Here are the shades right here from afar. Let me start with this shade here. Sticking it on the eyelid, mostly above the crease. I'm gonna take this shade here, and I'm gonna apply it on my outer V and taking it right on my crease. And take this shade right here, and I'm gonna place it on my lower lash line. I'm going to the darkest shade here. I'm just taking it very close to my lower lash line and on my upper lash line too. And I know I'm gonna go over with the metal shade on my lids, but I just want to give it a try to this shade right here. And I'm just applying it on the middle of my eyelid. I'm applying it completely dry, and now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a little more, and I'm gonna use just a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus. And definitely, as you can see, it intensified the shadow. I'm gonna quickly jump to the highlighter, and I'm gonna use it for my inner corner and to highlight my brow bone. Okay friends, so I'm done right here with the eyeshadow palette, and now let's jump into the liquid eyeshadow. And this one is in Quartz Rose. And as you can see right here, it comes with a doe foot applicator. It's kind of like a paddle applicator. It's very kind of like if you see it from the side, it's kind of like a triangle, so it's kind of flatter on the top. It's a very cool tone dusty rose. And I know I'm gonna cover this beauty right here, but oh well. Just put it maybe right in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sonia G soft shader brush. Okay friends, and now that I'm done with my eyeshadow look, let me just go with the lipstick in Rouge Brillant. It has also the Chanel embossed on the bullet. So that's the shade right there. As you can tell, it's very, very warm. And let me just quickly compare it with this Rouge Delicieux from the holiday collection. This has been my favorite, like no other. So this is Rouge Delicieux, and then this one here, it's from the Spring 2020 collection. Before we go into my final thoughts, let me just put side by side two palettes that I don't think they are identical. They just have a similar color story. And I'm talking about a massive palette against the Chanel little quad right here. The eyeshadow palette Divine Rose from Pat McGrath, and here it is Chanel. So as you can tell, there are some similarities in shades. So here I have the shades from Chanel's quad, and I'm just gonna swatch a few of the eyeshadows from this palette right here. In specific, I'm gonna swatch this shade here, this shade, and finally this duochrome shade right over here. So I'm just gonna put it right here, and I have another one right there. As you can see, similar. This is more cool tone than this right here, and then this one right here is way more darker and cooler, a little bit more golden, not as, I mean peach, but not as peachy as the one from Chanel. So as you can tell, I mean, they are not identical by no means, but there's a little bit of similarities with the color story. And now let's go into my final thoughts. So let me start with the eyeshadow palette. Again, there's two eyeshadow palettes in this collection. The other eyeshadow palette, I'm going to put a picture right here, is more of that neutral palette, like natural, like everyday wear type of palette with beige undertone. And that's where I thought that I have so much in my collection that I think it wouldn't add anything new to my collection, and therefore I decided to go with this palette right here, the Warm Memories. I know I do have these colors in my collection. I do have my, has been my love, like I had been falling in love with my Pat McGrath, and I know it's not identical, it doesn't have the same shades, but it can give me kind of like a very alike vibe. And I know I have these shades in my collection, but the quad itself is just so beautiful. I really love the look that I was able to achieve. You're able to achieve perhaps 2 to 3 looks, or even more if you just do, you know, like one color eyeshadow with this palette. You get right here a true matte shade, then you get 2 shades that they are more in the satin side, and then this shade right here is kind of a hybrid between a satin and a foil shade. It doesn't have the impact of a foil shade, but it's not completely satin. It has a very slight sheen to it, super beautiful. So you get right here a good variety of formulations, finishes. I think it's just a beautiful color story. I think the inspiration of the desert really is reflected on this quad right here. Totally, absolutely, I think it is. So this quad right here, I love it. I think I'm gonna take it on my next trip. Now going into the highlighter. The highlighter is a little bit powdery, to be honest with you. I love, like, when I'm not on camera, like I stood up a few minutes ago, drink a little bit of water, and I was able to see it on, you know, a little bit of a darker spot without so much, like I do filmed in natural light right here, and it has a beautiful, very cool tone pink undertone. So it doesn't look too glossy or glass-like. It's very subtle. In fact, I don't feel like it's too much of a highlighter because it is not. I mean, if I put them in order of which one is the illuminating powder that will give you that real highlight look, definitely will be the Duo de Camellias. This one right here will give you that highlight shade, kind of like a, you know, very powerful type of highlighter, intense but yet very sophisticated. After that, I will say it will be the Metal Peach. Now this one right here, I don't feel like it works really as a highlighter. In fact, I feel like even if you go with a fluffy brush and you go in the perimeter of your face, yet illuminating it, but it doesn't have that strong highlighter. It's sophisticated. It's actually like I tried to put a little bit on my inner corner, kind of like, you know, to actually highlight my inner corner of my brow bone. And it barely does it. I mean, barely does it. Which again, it could be something good if you're a person that really you don't care too much for highlighting, but you like something like it gives you a little bit of something little from within, but very subtle. Then this will be for you. Now, moving into the liquid eyeshadow, I like it. I don't think it's, you know, the most like. The formula is really nice in the sense of like it blends super easy. It has an crease on my lid. It's not chunky. It was really easy to blend. It is a really nice formula, but it's not the most foil type of formula. So just take it as that. Now, as far as this balm right here, I like it. I mean, I really thought it would give me kind of like a bronzy glow, and it does, but very subtle. I do have a light to medium skin tone, so I think this may work mostly as that bronzy tone for somebody that have fair to light skin tone, you know, the lighter spectrum. And then when you blend it in, it kind of like goes away, and it gives like this glass look, very, you know, like you can see like how glowy is my face right now on the sides. It's something that I personally like. In fact, I don't like to use too many powders because to me it emphasizes my fine lines, and it's something that I don't like. So I enjoy these type of products. As you can see, I love my Tone 4 ones. You know, sometimes I really hope that these, you know, bigger brands, fashion houses, they will come with a little bit more, that they will be a little bit more inclusive. Just maybe like instead of one, give us 3 different shades type of thing. It would have been nice to see that, but overall a good product, a product that out of this collection also I like. And now as far as the lipstick goes, a Rouge Allure formula is one of my favorite lipstick formulas. It's super nice, super creamy. It's a satin finish. This in particular, I had to pass it more than once, maybe like 3 times to get full opacity on the shade, and it's a beautiful kind of corally, pinky type of shade, more into that corally tone. Super pretty, super warm. I think though that this specific lipstick will go best with the other eyeshadow palette from this collection. Again, picture right here. I think that will go best with that one because that one has a beige warmer tones, while this quad right here, the one Warm Memories, although it says warm, it actually, the only really warm shade right here is this one right here, because all of the other ones, they are not super cool tones. They are not as cooler as the Pat McGrath, but yet they are that mauvey pink. So I mean, I like the look, but I think these perhaps will look better with the other quad, this specific lipstick. Now there's another lipstick, like I mentioned before, that it's a matte formula that like I said, I do not love that much from Chanel, and that one is more pinkish. So I think that shade right there will look really good with this eyeshadow palette right here. Okay, my friends, and I think this is it for this video. I hope that you really enjoy it, that you find it informative, that this will help you to decide whether this spring 2020 collection from Chanel, it's the right collection for you. Let me know your thoughts down below. I love to read your comments. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share it with somebody else that is a beauty lover like us. Below this screen right here, you will find it in red. It says subscribe. Just tap in there. And very important, if you want to know whenever I'm uploading new videos, to get your notifications on, you just have to ring the bell. Yeah, just ring the bell, tap it in. That's the only way YouTube will let you know whenever I upload new videos, and believe me, you don't want to miss any of my content. Also, if you have the chance, please come and follow me on my Instagram. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.